Hi everyone, I'm Marie.
I'm Irina.
Irina has traveled here all the way from St. Petersburg in Russia, and she's here visiting with us in the LivingFelt studios. We've been keeping a lid on this, but we're so excited to share her with you and her magical creations, because not only is she here as our guest on Woolly Wednesday, but she is a brand new teacher in our online school, feltingtutorials.com. And we're so glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's such a thrill. We've already been visiting with her and looking at all of her magical creations, and we know you're going to fall in love with all of them. So we're only going to show you some of them at a time as they're coming out. We have a great collection of classes coming out this year and even more planned.
Sure.
Yeah, and all of her creations are just delightful. There's going to be some free classes and paid classes, and today you'll get to look at those a little more closely, but also we just wanted everyone to meet you, Irina. I mean, you've traveled all this way.
Yeah, and it was a long way.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for coming. And you've been practicing your English.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my English is not perfect, but
her English is fantastic, and all her classes are going to be in English too. So you're going to get to visit with her. And Irina, just share. So you have such a delightful story, just like all of your little creations, and just tell everybody. You said you started felting in 2008.
Yeah,
and what brought you to needle felting?
It was a story connected with my children, because I have twins, and when they were small, they were 2 years old, and I was so tired every day. I was so exhausted. Every day was like a Groundhog Day, from the morning to the night. And I was so exhausted that I really needed my private time and my rest, to relax. And I just scrolled internet to find some new hobby for myself. And I saw a picture of a small creature from wool, and so it's so interesting. I have to try it, and I went to a wool store, and I bought a lot of different, of course, as we all, I bought a lot of different colors of wool and tried. And my first creatures, my first sculptures were for my children. Sure, it was like toys.
Sure,
and then. I was so excited about that, so interested, that I started needle felting more and more, and I made my first collection. It was insects, because I'm a biologist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my first collection was insects, and I participated in exhibition in St. Petersburg. Fun. People tried to ask me to teach them how to make these interesting things. And 1 year after I started, it became my business. In fact, because I started to teach people on workshops. This is the beginning. It's amazing, because I started my own business from scratch. From hobby.
And needle felting, there's so many ways you can take it. There's so many directions you can take it. From there, now in St. Petersburg, you would teach in a store, or you said sometimes in another studio?
In studios, different studios in St. Petersburg and in Moscow sometimes.
Yeah, and so I've seen a picture of her local wool shop, and we don't really have those here. I mean, like our store, there's not really a lot of those in the United States. You might find some knitting stores with fiber, or craft stores with a little bit of fiber, but that store had a lot of different types of wool. Exciting and fun. Then you worked as a biologist?
Yeah.
What did you do as a biologist?
I graduated St. Petersburg State University, biological faculty and Department of Invertebrate Zoology. So I'm a master of biology, and I've been working for 10 years in biology as teacher, and I worked in laboratories. I studied small creatures, small animals. That's why I so like miniature.
Yeah.
Because I like to do something with small things, and so that's why all my creatures are so small.
Yeah.
Because
I love the scale. I think
Yeah.
the scale, and yet they have
important.
so much personality. Like, where do you get that inspiration for the playfulness, the cartooniness? What brings that?
Yeah, I like humor.
Yeah.
I know that people like humor. Fun is great.
Fun is fun.
Fun is fun. Fun is fun. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't like natural, realistic style.
Yes. Yeah.
I like some balance between realistic and so that you can recognize everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and I have a theory about size. It's very important for them to put in the palm of your hand, because you can cover it, you can care about that. And this is very important because of psychology, because we can care about.
I love that.
We can pet them all, and we can talk with them. That's why I like this size.
Darling.
About 2-3 inches.
Yeah, it's very much like it for me too. I love humor. I love a playfulness. Not take it too seriously, but even so, they're very finely crafted. I feel like they're going to last a long time because they're so well felted and so well made.
Yeah. Sometimes people who don't know about needle felting, about crafting, they think that they're small, so it's easy, it's fast. No, we all know that it's not true. It takes about 8-10 hours to make that, because we have to make precisely every area, every point, every place around to make it high quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now with that being said, you've also innovated techniques. So beyond needle felting, beyond like I know you do some shading with pastels, and you have people do that, other people do that, but you've also innovated some techniques that you are going to be teaching in these classes, like you call acrylic impregnation to shape and stiffen.
Sure. This is every needle felter knows that we have problem to fix shape of small parts. Sometimes we use armature inside, for example. In this case, we have armature, so we can change position. And sometimes we can't use armature. For example, for ears. In this case, I use acrylic impregnation inside, like buttocks.
Botox.
Botox. That's why ears can keep shape.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Their shape, and you even can change. And you can press it. It keeps shape. So it's very important and interesting technique, and we can use it in different
applications.
Yeah.
And you also like using a lot of polymer clay, which I love, and even achieving some tiny little teeth. There's this guy, he has teeth, tiny nails. They're so delicate, and they add a great level of detail.
Yeah, sure, because we can't make small details, small parts from wool.
Right.
They doesn't look natural.
Right.
In fact.
Right.
And so that's why I prefer using polymer clay, because it's bright. Eyes and small, tiny, small teeth, and tiny, small. I don't remember this. Claws.
Yeah.
Sure. And nose and bone.
Darling.
Any accessories, details for it open the character.
Yeah.
It opens the main idea of your characters.
Agree.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited and grateful that you decided to share them with our community, and I know everyone's going to have a lot of fun learning how to make these little guys with your techniques. Yeah. Irina, so one of the things of your creations I've been really fascinated about are how you've developed a method for making something like these butterfly wings, and you're calling it glued felt.
Yeah.
And this is your own innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. My first collection was insects.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I had to come up with some new technique
Mm-hmm.
to make wings, because needle felted wings and wet felting wings, they
Only go so far.
don't look natural, and
Yeah.
you can't make so detailed
No.
picture.
No.
So I had to think about. I was looking for something new, and I was thinking about that every day. And one morning, I woke up with an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
that.
like a dream.
I
really,
love it. That's
yeah.
what we call an inspired idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I made my first wings, and then I explored this idea,
Mhm.
and I started making butterflies wings with very complex design.
Yeah.
And so that's why wings can be different from different size,
Yeah.
from back and from front. Yeah, and you can make absolutely precise picture design of wings, like natural.
Yeah.
And even if you look at if you see photo of these wings,
Mhm.
you never can say, is it alive or
Right.
is it
Right.
handmade it? Yeah, so you can see absolutely different, and they are flexible into structure and surface, like natural butterflies.
Yeah, they're
wings.
amazing.
So that's I use this technique for many different tasks,
Right.
to make butterflies wings, or not even butterflies, to make small parts like ears and something else.
Right.
It's very interesting and new technique for you to use in different in your project.
Irina, it's amazing. Like, I can hardly wait. It's the second round of classes of yours that we'll be releasing this year. People get to learn. There's an opportunity to take a single class called Glued Felt Basics, and then they could take the individual butterflies. But tell us, what will they learn in the Glued Felt Basics class? Yeah.
First of all, we have to learn how to make fabric, and then we will make this fabric for more complex projects like butterflies. This is glued felt, and so we have to learn how to make this. We can use one color or different colors. We can make blend between two colors, and we can make simple things from this fabric, glued felt, like petals and leaves and something else, for example, like that. So in first class, Glued Felt Basics, you will learn how to make this basic fabric and simple things. Yeah,
and even a maple leaf that has variegation in the leaves.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to want to take this class. Like, I'm not kidding you, because when you see, if you could be digging through her boxes of treasures that she brought with her, and we just spent an entire day going through all of Irina's creations. It's amazing. None of them are in my pocket right now. but that's for a later day, later time. You're going to want to take this class because the applications are amazing. Even like on this little tiny cactus. Now the cactus is going to be free. It's part of the second round of classes, but they could learn to make the flower. The flower's not in the class.
Yeah.
But they could
make
the flower from the glued felt
without my class, because if you can make fabric, you can make this fabric to make small and simple things.
Yeah, you will be amazed at some of the delicate flowers you have made from this process.
Yeah. And you can make small flowers.
Yeah, this is going to solve your fuzzy issues with the tiny details. So when you want to really take something to that next level of detail or liveliness, this glued felt that she has come up with is really going to take it going to give you the power to do that. So I know everyone's going to want to take this class. Besides, you want to make these butterfly wings. I know. Now, this one was made by one of your students, right?
Sure. This is made of one of my students. And so you can estimate high quality, so interesting and creative.
And this is from the blue butterfly class, the blue butterfly
it's real
class.
Blue butterfly.
So the wings are based on an actual butterfly. The body is a little different in that class. In the class, the body of the butterfly is going to be like this cute little darling who also has some armature and a cutie pie little face. And then this guy has a complete story inspired by a fun little video. And I think we'll see if we can put that on the class. So people can
we call him Gagarin, the first cosmonaut.
The first
Gagarin, because we have cartoon about video about this character, and he's very emotional. He changes his expressions. In class, you can learn different kinds of a head. Different emotions. Five.
Oh, fun.
Five.
Really fun.
At first
he's
it
adorable.
Was, he was caterpillar, and then he turned to butterfly.
A beautiful butterfly. I noticed that on some of these wings, and this is something that people will learn, is that there's this delicate fringe along the perimeter. Like a little hairs. They look like little hairs. That is a wonderful detail that you'll learn in the class. So besides being able to have intricate patterns and different patterns on two different sizes, they could learn the fringe. But I'm also really fascinated with like this little guy's wings, like how sturdy these intricate edges are. This is a game changer, I think, right here, that you can have this level of delicate shapes and have it be so durable. I think really this is a wonderful thing that you're sharing with people. It's amazing. So Irina, your classes are amazing. And we just want to share with you all that the classes will all be in English. They've all been presented in English, and the filming quality is exceptional. So they weren't filmed here in the LivingFelt studios, but the quality, we have this little sample for you to see, is very intimate, very detailed, and they're just going to learn a lot from you. Just like you would expect, Irina is going to be available in class chat to share.
I can comment. I can help you if you have some questions.
And she wants to see your works anyway. She wants to see them. So a lot of her students have amazing creations. Which is why even you get to see this little sample here today, because she doesn't sell her own works, but she sometimes recommends people buy from her students. So I think you're going to be very happy, and make sure that you jump into the class, but also in class chat so that you can get that one-on-one help, and everyone will benefit from your questions, right? So something that's really fun for us is a part of our visit with Irina here, as she's been hand selecting all the fibers for the kits that are going to be available for her classes. So they're going to include fibers you're already familiar with, like the Berkshire, maybe the Maori, and some with the MC1 fibers. And so the kits are going to be a great place for you to begin so that you don't have to choose all the details.
Yeah.
Mhm. And she's going to give you all the insights of the particular materials that she likes to use for each individual course. She's not holding anything back. So whatever additional things she uses that we don't carry here at LivingFelt, we're even looking at the US options that are available so that she can recommend exactly, give you her best recommendations for following her unique techniques and processes.
Yeah, sure. Because I use, of course, things from my market, and we have to adjust to something for American market.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Irina, I'm just so grateful for you coming to visit us, and really grateful that you're just willing to share so much with everybody about these wonderful techniques you've designed to create these adorable beings.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're excited about this partnership. We're excited that Irina is here, but you guys go check out her classes in the online school. Link down below. It's feltingtutorials.com. Her section of these characters and the tiger and the needle felting basics are available now. So go jump in and get ready, because the glued felted butterflies are coming up later this summer. And that's not all, I promise. So jump into one of her classes now. You're going to fall in love with her and her creations, and watch for more to come, because I know you're going to be addicted really fast. We'll see you guys in class. I'll be there. Bye, y'all.